What's good, party people? This your boy SHOW, man. Back with more Top Guy energy, back with more Top Guy videos, man. We all the way here, man. As you can see, we on NCAA football 13. If you didn't know, I'm a big time Canes fan, super duper Canes fan. It's all about the U all day 305 shit. Dog. So I grew up in like the early 2000s, man. 2000s kid, 90s kid, like that. Huge fan of the Hurricanes, man. And I was a really big fan of like the early 2000, like 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004 Miami Hurricanes, yo. Especially with the teams with like Willis McGahee, Andre Johnson, Sean Taylor, Dorsey, Quatrine Hill, Kevin Beard, Sands, Roscoe P, Entrell. Y'all know the rest if you're a huge Canes fan like me. So yeah, man, I was like, yo, NCAA 13. I love the gameplay on here. I feel like the gameplay is better on NCAA 13, but 14 to me just has a better look to it. But I was like, yo, uh, NCAA 13 has a lot of the equipment necessary for a authentic 2002 roster. It has like gray gloves, a lot of the same helmets that 14 has, pretty much the same stuff, but it just has the gray gloves, and that's like mainly like one of the main things that you would need for a 02 roster is gray gloves, because you can't have college football without the gray gloves back in the day, man. So definitely. So I was like, let me use 13. I'm in the process of making a full 2002 roster. As you can see, we going all the way in. Yeah, man. So I've pretty much been doing the whole thing. I'm doing this whole project by myself. If anybody wants to, get in on it with me, feel free to hit me up. Pretty much got the entire damn near 60 man, 70 man roster on here. I like to do my rosters old school, man. I don't really use too many editors like that and all that funny stuff. I like to literally, I go to the roster team site, wherever it is, and I literally go through the roster one by one. I watch a game of said team to get the exact equipment, because I'm a stickler about equipment. I can't even play a game if it doesn't have the equipment. Like, for instance, so I started playing video games back, like started getting real heavy playing video games when I was maybe about like 96-ish, 97. And I was a real big sports fan game. And like the first game that I would do rosters for was NBA Live 98 and NBA Live 99. And if you know anything about those two games, they feature, the Bulls and stuff like that. But on the Bulls teams, Jordan's never on there. He's always roster player. So I would make Michael Jordan, or I would change the name, and I would also go on to, NBA.com at the time, to see like transactions, and I know this is before like roster updating. This was before they update the servers. Like, we didn't even have like real internet for real. We had like the dial-up joint where you had to like, it took forever just to look at like web pages, but I was dedicated. So, and then I say around Madden 2001 time and NCAA football 2002 time, I got super duper into doing rosters in, because that's when the player faces look better and the models look good, and I was just super into them. And because I know like by the time the game come out, which would have been about like July, around that time every year, you would get the college football first and then get the Madden secondly. And I remember just all the rosters just being all out of whack by the time September hit, and there was no way to update them. So I would go in and manually update them, and my friends would come over my house all the time, and they would always want to play with my rosters, and I just kept on doing that throughout the years. I would always make my own rosters, and then it got to the point to where they would always it got to the point where the companies themselves, like 2K, EA, they would like update the rosters like automatically. And then still sometimes the roster still wouldn't be accurate, but at least they pretty much did a lot of the groundwork and legwork. But now with this, I had to go ahead and just, recreate my favorite season, man, with this 2002 Miami Hurricanes. So, I was going to do 01, but I was saying that I like the 2002 ones better, especially because it's got McGahee, my favorite player. And if you know anything about growing up in the early 2000s, you know that the Falk Dickerson with the shield, especially with the smoke, or like a smoke gray or the Oakley joint, was like the look then. Like, how they got like the Speed Flex now and all that, and they got the F7s and all that junk vices. If you had a Rydell, RXP, or standard joint like a Schutt with the Falk Dickerson or a Falk or a Dickerson, shielded up, you was good to go. Like you was the man. So you gotta have that look. See, y'all got McGahee popping on here. Yeah, man, this joint is crazy, man. Andre Johnson, Ethnic Sense, Gethers. You know, we pretty much got the whole little roster, man. I'm trying to get I've started doing Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go to them in a second though, more than likely. As you can see though, yeah, man, we just all the equipment's right, man. All the equipment's straight. Yeah, so this is my 2002 roster project, man. I really hope y'all enjoy it by the time I get done with it. I'm gonna have a couple previews up soon of what the rosters look like on field so we can see how they play. All the good stuff. You gotta know with Miami, you gotta have all black socks, all black cleats in that time period. So I'm gonna give y'all a little preview of what they look like going into game and stuff. But yeah, this is literally the 2002 roster all through. Everybody is done. It took me about a day to do them, so it didn't take me too long. It took me maybe about 2-3 hours. You know, you sit back, bro, you something up, get the editing, man, and you can have you a fire roster too. But yeah, anybody that wants to get down with this, man, y'all let me know. Hit me up in the comment section. Y'all let me know what's up, man. This your boy SHOW, man. Top Guy Energy. Let's rock.